So I want all of you to stop using these. Stop using these. Do it right now. A lot of you are searching online for reducing ear pressure. You feel the pressure buildup. But it's not always a matter of reducing ear pressure. It's the equalization of that pressure that needs to get in check. That's what's happening. So I want all of you to stop using these. Stop using these. Do it right now. I know this is going to not be a good video. It's probably going to get some thumbs down, but I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to explain why. Let's stop using these. Let's stop using these. And at the very least, which I still think they are a better option, let's stop using these. I'm going to tell you exactly why you should stop using those. That's probably the better way to say it. It's because when you have a equalization problem in the ear, these tools, these headsets, these earbuds, they're not helping. And I can tell you right now that if you're dealing with a discombobulation of the ear pressure, you're going to have problems if you continue to use those tools, those headsets, those earbuds. And the reason being is because when you have an increase in pressure and you're putting earbuds in, your body's natural mechanism of equalizing it is going to have a harder time because you're either A, blasting the music maybe too loud, or B, the clogging of those devices in your ears are keeping it from getting to the healthy state. Now, this video is not to tell you to stop using it forever, because as you can see, I own all three of them and I use all three of them pretty often. One's for work, one's for editing and studying, one's for just on walks and exercise. So they have multi-uses and they're very, very good things to use in your daily life. But if you're having problems with pressure, please take at least 2 weeks off. I know for some of you, you live with your earbuds in. You go places at work, you travel, whatever it is you're doing, you probably are telling yourself or telling me through the video that I'm not doing that. That's not what it is. But I'm going to assure you, I'm going to challenge you that if you take at least 2 weeks off from putting anything in your ear, any earbuds, any headsets, anything in your ear, just go 2 weeks. And I know that sounds like a lot, because I know a lot of people that are not going to be cool with that. Honestly, to be perfectly honest, I might not even be cool with that. But when I was dealing with this imbalance, this issue of ear pressure, I had to do what was best for me. And at the time, I completely stopped putting anything in my ear for at least 2 to 3 weeks. Now, was that the ultimate reason of why I was cured and why I helped? I have a feeling it was. It was that, plus a lot of things I was doing. But my best bet is, a lot of you are still dealing with that. Think about it. What are you putting in your ears right now? And it's not always just about the volume of which you're listening to something. Again, it's blocking the equalization process to happen. See, inside our ear, we need to have that pressure equalized, because if we don't, we start feeling the symptoms. And those symptoms are triggering many different things in our bodies. It's triggering anxiety. It's giving us this false reality of where our body's positioned. It starts making us think we're spinning. It makes us think we're about to tip over. And it's all due to the blockage in the ear. Think about what we put in our ear has a direct influence of what is going on in our body. Now, here's the thing. Our body's natural purpose is to try to self-heal. There's no other, if you're living on earth right now and you're breathing good, fresh air right now, or at least some air right now, your body is trying to heal you at every state it can. Right now, if you look online, there's a lot of people searching, especially right now as the season's starting to change, the weather's starting to change over to cooler weather, the rain is kicking in, the barometric pressure is starting to go up and down, it's starting to do a lot of things. Our ears have to compensate all these changes. And just having a rainy day can increase the barometric pressure, and our ears have to adjust to these things. Now imagine putting an earbud in your ear and you're placing it in your ear like so, and you're putting it in there. Just right now, I have just one in, and I can already feel the disconnection between this ear and this ear. And some of you put one in and you talk to others and you walk around and you try to engage with others. and you're dealing with eustachian tube dysfunction, you're going to have problems doing that. Then there you go, you pop the second one in. And now you're on a different pressure scale now, because now your ears are plugged with the earbuds. I'm telling you right now, this is you won't hear a lot about this online. A lot of people won't even come out and say to stop using these, but I'm going to say stop using them temporarily until you start feeling better, until you start getting your body starts healing at a way that it's supposed to. Now, there's a lot of earphones, and I don't have any right now on me. I think I used to have one. Some of you are working in call centers. Some of you are working at jobs where you're using a headset all day. Let me tell you, one of the worst earphones that I've seen, headphones that I've seen, are the ones with just one earpiece, and then you have a headset coming down this way. One of the worst ones, in my opinion. Why? Because this ear is being, or whichever ear it's on, it's being traumatized basically by the high volume. So if you call center individuals out there probably understand this. You're getting so much static and electricity and impulse in one ear that the other ear is trying to compensate the blocked pressure and all the input that's going on through the brain waves and the ear waves and the nerves and the tissue and things. Are trying to compensate through one part of the ear. It's one of the worst headsets you can get, in my humble opinion. One of the worst things you can do for yourself. If you, and this is going to be very hard for all of you out there working in call centers, you can't put a bunch of people in a room with open audio and expect anybody to get any service out of that. So that obviously is a very difficult situation. But the good side of things, some of you are remote, so you can probably engage with some of these individuals through they have Bluetooth, very clear, crisp headset experiences where you can talk through it's basically a little circular microphone that transmits the audio, and you can talk that way back and forth. That would be the better option if you can do that. Obviously, you would have to weigh out what's going on in your household or wherever you are. But I just want to challenge all of you not to get sidetracked with that, because I used to work in one of those environments, and I can tell you right now, my ears were always at the worst shape when I had to put a headset on. I want to let all of you know, I challenge you to give yourself 2 weeks with nothing in your ear, no Q-tips. If you need to, obviously, if you wash your ear, I would just get a wash rag and just go on the outside, clean the outside. A lot of you don't realize earwax doesn't mean you're dirty. Earwax means that your ears are doing what they should be doing, like flushing toxins and things out of your ear and debris. It's doing what it should be doing, so there's no harm there. Clean your ear on the outside and stop using these headsets. This one I use when I'm doing my editing. This is probably in my opinion, is the safest one to use, but stop using this one too, because it still cuffs the ear. But the good thing is it cuffs the ear in a way where it's not squeezing the ear together. At least mine isn't. And it's giving me room to breathe on both sides. I can literally hear myself speaking to you normally right now. I don't feel a cuffing sensation. So these are probably these are the ones I always advertise when I'm talking about sound therapy and things to use. I always say use these. And I will still say to use these. But in this purpose, if you're dealing with a gigantic influx of ear pressure not being equalized, let's be honest, some of you research and say, how do I reduce the ear pressure? But you don't realize that you need ear pressure to find a balance. So you may have low ear pressure. I know that sounds funny, but sometimes the ears need to be in sync, like the body needs to be in sync. Acidity and alkalinity, you need both to balance. So when you're searching reduced ear pressure, it might not be the answer all the time. It might just be equalizing the ear pressure is the better way to put it. So I hope this video really finds you well. I hope a lot of you can do this challenge, because I really feel like it's a very important thing that doesn't get really widely talked about. And quite frankly, it's like telling people, what would this be? We're in a technology generation, highly used technology devices and digital accessories. But this is very challenging. It's like telling people to stop drinking coffee. Very hard for a lot of people to do. But I'm going to challenge you. If you can do the 2-week challenge, don't put anything in your ear for 2 weeks. Don't even listen to music at a high volume, just very normal, serene volume. And I guarantee you, with doing that, with all the other things that serve you well, that move the needle, you'll start to notice that your ears will self-heal, and you'll get a better balance on ear pressure. So I hope this video was very helpful for you. If it was, please take time to subscribe to the channel. I try to bring content as often as possible. But in the meantime, I'm going to step out of the J1 studio. Leave you in good hands with this video. Like anything else, folks, we are here to simply go back to the basics. Take care, everybody, and I will catch you in the next video.